Burke and Gingras in the media this week about this trotting son of Muscle Hill following that impressive win last weekend. 5-2 on the 9-horse Oh Well. For me, 9-1 at Kill Mister is absolutely amazing. Trotter comes in here with some red flags in recent weeks, but certainly capable. It is a great group. Enjoy it. It's the Breeders' Crown Final. Lined up in behind the gate. Here they come. Gapped off 6, Spitfire Overseas. And they're off and off stride. Oh well, Teacher lost oh well as he bubbled over at the start and made a break. A good beginning in the center for Kill Mister. Firing up on the outside, Dire Straits. From the inside, there's the Gruffalo into third. Taken back and forth is Kierkegaard K. A floating fifth outside is Osceola. Sixth up in between is Celebrity Bambino. Further back into seventh goes Gaines Hanover. To his outside, from an eighth going to the quarter pole is Winner's Bet. Then to the inside, Spitfire Overseas. And trailing after the miscue is oh well. McNair just lost Osceola at the quarter pole, and it's up in 27-2. So now to the front goes Kill Mister as Sears sets sail for the lead with him. Dire Straits, that long shot, backs up to second. Third is the Gruffalo. Kierkegaard K is fourth inside. Gingras sitting fifth right now with Celebrity Bambino, tracked by Gaines Hanover sixth. He tips to the outside. He's waiting on Gingras to move. Further back in at the rail is Spitfire Overseas. Getting underway in the backfield now. Trots up Winner's Bet. Scooting up the rail is oh well, and they've gone a dawdling half of 57 seconds flat. The pedals get pressed now. Kill Mister's got the advantage going into the final turn. Celebrity Bambino's first over into attack mode. Gaines Hanover advancing steadily on cover. Buried at the rail fourth is Dire Straits. Off stride in a tough spot at the rail is the Gruffalo as he goes safety lane bound on the run. Further back outside there, steadied on the turn went Winner's Bet. They're up to 3/4 and it's Kill Mister dealing with a pesky Celebrity Bambino. Outside on cover, Gaines Hanover. Buried at the rail is Dire Straits. 3/4 up in 125-4 and Celebrity Bambino strikes the front. Kill Mister will have to find more. Gaines Hanover launched off cover now and he comes on. It's Celebrity Bambino put to a deep stretch drive. Gaines Hanover gaining on the outside. Celebrity Bambino. Gaines Hanover's inching in, and it's Gaines Hanover on the outside. With a hometown score, Gaines Hanover wins the Breeders' Crown in 153-2 for Waugh and Moreau.
Well, the locals strike first, and it is a first for Louis Waugh, Richard Moreau, Gestion Jean Blais, and it's Gaines Hanover. And Louis could not have mapped out a better trip for his horse, could he, Randy?
No, absolutely not. He did everything absolutely perfect. He settled in the right place, had the right horse behind him, drafted it for as long as he could, kept coming after the horse down near the wire, even when it looked like maybe his horse was getting a little bit tired. He just kept pushing it, and sure enough, 20 feet before the wire, you could see that inside wheel of Louis edging past Dave's,
Yep.
Edging past Yannick's, and he had him. He was clearly the horse to beat in here. He's been a remarkably nice animal all year.
Yannick tried his darndest to get the exact same trip that Louis worked out. He tried to get Kierkegaard and Svanstedt to, take the bait and come first over in the backstretch, and maybe that would have been the difference maker. But it didn't work out. He had to come first over. It was kind of tepid fractions. He still raced great. He's a top-level talent. But again, Louis got the trip with Gaines Hanover. And, for a trainer like Richard Moreau, who is our perennial top trainer, what's he got, 8 or 9 O'Briens in a row, I think, as top trainer. And now to add a Breeders' Crown to his already impressive resume, it's just remarkable for him. Oh,
absolutely. Like I said, these races are so impossible to win. Like, not impossible, but very, very difficult. So, Richard, enjoy it. Put the trophy up with the rest of your trophies, and be very proud of it. Because, like I said, the Breeders' Crown are not easy races to win.
And, for a driver like Louis Waugh, I think the consensus was it's just a matter of time before he gets one.
Oh, absolutely. They'll all get one at some point, I think. Louis will get one, and anybody else that hasn't got one yet that are the top drivers up here. Oh, it's a nice sign there. Yeah. Beautiful. But any of the top drivers up here, they'll get the right horse and they'll get them. Even I got a couple of them. So, I mean, there's hope for everybody.
There you go. Upstairs we go. Back to you, Ken.
All right, Gaines Hanover victorious here in our first Breeders' Crown Championship, capturing the 2-year-old Colt trot, proving he's no one-trick pony. Last week, his elimination score was in front-stepping fashion, an efficient score in 153. Tonight, tracked cover explodes off that helmet late and produces his biggest victory to date. It's Gaines Hanover escorted back to the Winback Farm Winners Circle by caretaker Justin Turcott. That 2-year-old son of Cantab Hall out of the Muscle Massive Mare, Gatka Hanover. $50,000 Harrisburg ticket last fall. Bred by Hanover Shoe Farms, owned by Gestion J.Y. Blaze of Montreal, Quebec. Trained by 9-time O'Brien Award winner Richard Moreau, and was driven to victory tonight by Louis-Philippe. Gaines Hanover with a 4th win from 8 starts on the season. Incredible form here late in the season for that trotting son of Cantab Hall, as he has captured the Breeders' Crown tonight, winning at a time of 1:53 2/5. Trophy presentation made to the winning connections tonight. Luc Blais on behalf of Determination, the stable name of owner Serge Gaudin. As it is Vive la Quebec in that win-back farm winner's circle here. Gaines Hanover scoring in 1:53 2/5. Sixth is official. 1 Gaines Hanover paid $9.60 to win. $2 exact to $32.10. The $2 daily double $73. Dollar trifecta $81.20. Superfecta $669.60. And the $1 pick 3 paid $42.50. How about that mid-pick 5 pool? $196,000 plus. And we've got over $33,000 in live money moving on to the next leg. Winners.
Our first Breeders' Crown of 2022 goes to Gaines Hanover, and I'm joined by winning driver Louis Waugh, who is all smiles here in the winner's circle, getting a lot of congratulations. Your first Breeders' Crown victory. How sweet is this?
It was great. The feeling down the lane, the trip worked out pretty good, and down the lane I just had in my mind, I says, please, we didn't do all that just for a second, and the horse just responded well, so that was just a great moment.
He showed his grit, there's no doubt about that, as he's able to out-battle Celebrity Bambino to get the victory. At any part down the lane, did you think you had him, or was it just full on to the wire? You had to drive him to get him there.
Middle of the lane, I would say. When we got into the lane, Yannick's horse started sprinting a little bit, and mine just kept going with him. He wasn't really gaining ground, but later on, and I would say by the half of the stretch, I was like, oh, well, that's happening, and it was great.
You talk about the trip working out perfect, a beautiful steer, Louis, but a midway up the backstretch there, you're sitting behind Yannick. He's maybe waiting a little bit as well, going up the backstretch. So did you think you were in the perfect spot?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Yannick was in the same way as me, as we didn't want to anybody in front to have too easy fraction, but we didn't want also to have to use horse too early. So Yannick was kind of sitting on the outside, waiting a little bit. He knew that he had a pretty good horse on his back, so he didn't want to tow me in too early. I feel like he drove his perfectly, but mine just showed up. He was a little bit better there, I think.
As I mentioned, your first Breeders' Crown victory. You get to do it here at your home track coming into this weekend. What were your emotions coming into this weekend, your confidence level? You got a few good shots, but this guy specifically, you must have thought, I really got a good chance to get this first crown.
Yeah, definitely. Like with the way we raced last week, the only thing that was bothering me a little bit was the rail. It's a tough spot here. Didn't know how it would turn out. It actually worked pretty good. So no, I'm coming in with the weekend with a few good drives that I never really had the chance to win a Breeders' Crown, like as much good chance, I should say, like that happening today. So I'm just excited for the whole weekend.
Well, congratulations, Louis. There's a lot of people waiting here to congratulate you. Job well done.
Thank you.
Gaines Hanover, a Breeders' Crown champion, Louis with the perfect steer, takes our first Breeders' Crown championship of the weekend.